Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 4. Definitely did that first time. Not at all like the 30th time that I've just attempted to do that. Anyhow, in the last episode, we built the storage system, which also encompasses the witch farm. Frick, I fell in there. Which is this giant building here, with obviously a storage system in the center, which has only a few, very few oversights that are actually important, you know? Very, very few. Anyhow, in this episode, we will be going back over to the industrial district and working on a brand new farm, which may or may not have something to do with all these sheep here, and you probably already read the title and thumbnail anyhow, so I don't know why I'm trying to make this kind of mysterious, and you just checked it if you didn't, and you just clicked on this video because you saw it was from me, and you're such a great guy because you always watch my videos, because there's definitely someone out there that does that. Anyhow, it's been a little bit of a while since we've actually done something pretty big. I mean, the last thing here was the cactus farm, I believe, which has actually produced a whole shulker box since I installed it. It's not very big or very powerful, though. But anyhow, I have designed this thing in creative mode beforehand. It is essentially an original design. So yeah, let's get into the time lapse of me actually building the thing. Like, I know, Bill, it's like really tall. I mean, wasn't expecting it to be that tall. I heard they were putting in a new farm, but it didn't have to be that. Oh yeah, hey everyone. Yeah, I finished the sheep farm over here. Well, yeah, I built it. I haven't put the sheep or shears, I guess, in yet. But I'll go over the design quickly. So, I did build this up in creative mode. First, obviously, I think I said that. I don't remember. Whatever. But it's a pretty standard design for the actual cells themselves. They are pretty much the most efficient design for actually spreading dirt or grass to these blocks in the center here, so that should guarantee the maximum efficiency. We are cramming 3 sheep into each cell for increased speed. And so there'll be 9 sheep per section, which each section is up to 1 color. We also have these platforms and stairs on the outside here to easily traverse between the platform, including getting the sheep into the cells. Should be fairly easy. Probably won't be that easy though. Then we also have access to essentially where the minecarts go here. But out back we have a shear distribution system here. I probably will do something to change this a little bit in the future. It probably doesn't need to be continuously running and will probably break, so but this is easily accessible, so it shouldn't be an issue. And then we also have this system out back here that just powers all dispensers automatically, which essentially turns the whole farm off. I probably should hook it up to these pistons as well. But yeah, now with the technical explanation, I guess, out of the way, I don't know, if you really want to know in more detail how this farm works, in Season 1, when I installed the sheep farm then, I did explain this a bit more, so go try to find that video on my brother's channel. Anyway, yeah, do a quick time lapse to me getting the sheep into their holes. Ooh, I didn't place grass blocks here. sheep have been installed. It's weird saying I've installed sheep, but yeah, they've all been installed. All the colors have been put in appropriate, as you probably saw from the time lapse. Hopefully I included it. If I didn't, it's just because it was too much of a pain and didn't look good. Anyhow, something I've also done is I've filled the hoppers with shears so that I don't have to worry about doing that later. And I've also actually switched out the activation method for these pistons over here. So instead of whatever I was... Here's the thing, I don't even remember what I was doing before. Oh yeah, activation before. I had just like a comparator here. I don't have that anymore. I have this, just so that it can be activated on a clock instead of on whatever. Just so that it'll fill in the shears less often than it otherwise would be going back and forth, which would just be unnecessary, I guess, lag. So, yeah. Anyhow, there are a lot of sheep left over from this, so we just gotta quickly do a little bit of taking care of them, if you know what I mean. Hey, where did all the sheep go? They were just right here. Oh, they left behind a whole bunch of meat and wool. Anyhow, we have a bit of a hole to dig here so that we can put in the shulker box loaders. And then after that, I believe we put in, what do we put in after? Oh, there's a fence here. And then we put in the automatic shear crafter. So yeah, let's get doing that. Oh boy, I have done it, but it's also been a bit of a while, and it's been a little bit complicated. So, first off here, it's kind of hard to get a look at things. Okay, down here, I haven't actually put in the primer boxes, I guess I'll call them yet, but I have put in the shulker box loaders, and this is cool. Conveniently, the incoming line for shulker boxes was 1 block lower than the main distribution line that goes over to the storage system. So that's pretty cool. But beyond that, this was a quite complicated thing based on the way I did it. So, a full box obviously gets loaded in the loader here. It gets pushed down and into the stream here. It then goes up an item elevator over here, over the top of the sorting system, which contains these, down these hoppers here. Now, the reason why it goes up and over and down is so that it can go around. I'm gonna go around this redstone line here, which is pretty long. So to show you this, I'm gonna go into spectator mode here. I said spectator. It's not freaking working. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. No idea why the something screwed up with the scoreboard values, but I think what happened there, just gonna quickly explain this, is so it thought for some reason I had it set to be in spectator mode. Maybe I was in spectator mode based on this thing at some point, and then I triggered myself out of spectator mode for some reason manually. And I never went back, and then when I tried to undo that, it was like, sorry, no, you cannot do this. So, I don't know, it was, actually no, it couldn't find a position, I don't know, it's weird. Anyhow, getting distracted. Anyhow, yeah, so, back to explaining this. So, here is the storage for this in the storage system, just 16 chests side by side, 1 chest for each for each color of wool that we get over here. If any of these chests are full, it lights up these lines coming out of the comparators to a full 15. And now, because these things are stacked next to each other over here, and they're at 90 degrees to that, I had to rotate the signal by 90 degrees here. So the way I did this was with all these observers. An observer over here will detect the change in this final piece of redstone here, send the signal down through here, over and then up into here, and then trigger one of these pistons to spit out or retract the redstone block here. And then there was almost exactly 1 block off, so I just had this row of blocks here. The redstone signal goes right to the hopper here where it can lock it. that was super convenient, and I like that. But yeah, that was a bit complicated, and specifically goes down because the hopper line here, which contains the shulker boxes for the blast chamber up here. This here, I didn't want to have to fiddle with this hopper line here, so I just brought the observers down and over, and this took a lot of quartz, so we went mining quartz for a while in the nether. And then also due to this hoppers, I had to do a little bit of maneuvering with the hoppers up here, which are carrying the stuff from the shulker box loaders over to the chests, and I really should actually put droppers on top of all this. I did up there just because I had droppers on me and it was easily accessible, but I had to craft a lot more. Just hit my keyboard there. And as you can see, we are running 20 milliseconds right now with 2 players online, so yeah, this place is starting to get laggy. But yeah, as I'm digging out more stuff around here, it's starting to become a little bit more challenging to maneuver hoppers and redstone around the area, because as you can see, we got a lot of different hopper streams and redstone lines and stuff underground, although I probably will be building over this way in the coming future. Anyhow, it's actually, there we go. Oh, I didn't remove that. Okay, whatever. Additionally, because of these hoppers here, I did have to raise this redstone line here up and kind of change these slime blocks here a little bit, but that shouldn't be that big of an issue. I also kind of cut the bottom off this. I have to sort out the activation method as well anyway, so yeah. Whew. Let's get on to building the shear crafting module. Okay, I have built the shear crafting module here. I didn't include a shulker box unloader for the iron blocks like I probably should have, but anyhow, I also put in a hopper clock down there for the shear reloader. Got some minecarts on me. Guess I'm starting from the bottom. Just place the minecarts in. This might take a minute. All minecarts have been placed in. The clock's going. All the iron filters are configured. I do not have any food on me, so I'll have to quickly go back and fix that. It's time to, well, activate the farm by doing that. And then that should be all the sheep automatically, well, instant sheared, I guess. So now so now I believe this thing is just gonna operate. It's gonna take obviously a little while. Okay, so I didn't actually hook it up. Alright, everything here is hooked up, but don't worry, this sheep is a random sheep. It wasn't actually part of the farm. And yeah, all the backlog that was here got filtered out. But as you can see, there is like a ton of wool that just is almost continuously flowing through these hoppers, which is amazing. I did not expect this much wool to be flowing this often with this farm. So it's been running for a bit of a while. Now we can figure out a way to get in behind here and check the spoils down here. So none of these have actually been fully replaced yet, which is good. So I'd imagine they'd all be pretty similar since they all have the same amount of sheep. But yeah. So now I just gotta like AFK here overnight. Although the thing is, it's gonna be hard to choose between here and my farm and my witch farm for places to AFK overnight, because I kinda need both wool from this farm and glowstone from the witch farm right now for the project that we're going to be doing in the next episode. So I don't know, it's a tricky sell, and I might put my alt account like way up in the sky in creative mode around here, just so that the grass here can grow, but the mob cap is free for witches to spawn. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we are now here at spawn to do a little bit of checking up on how things are going around here, and specifically check profits from our shops. Starting, of course, with the first shop, the iron shop here. Whew, 5 diamonds. Nice. Wait, doors. Now there's also some stuff going on over there. We'll talk about that momentarily. And now, next, fireworks shop. Has anyone actually purchased anything from this shop at all? Well, the creeper hasn't actually been playing at all, so you know. And no fireworks were sold. No elytras were sold. Sad. I don't know if it's even worth the shop existing anymore. I don't know. Season 1, that was probably the best, the most profitable shop? I don't know. Anyhow, Shulker Box shop. This is probably going to be the most profitable shop this season, considering how many Shulker Boxes have gone, and that's a lot of diamonds. 25 in total, so that'd be 20 diamonds here and a whole bunch of boxes sold. Not enough, though, but it's already a pretty cheap price. We must do things to convince people to store everything in Shulker Boxes. And, I don't know, I thought the cheap price would do that as well. Anyhow, other things that spawn. This here, obviously the little wither skull cage that we built a while back has the hole for the shulkers to get out of there. Obviously got my spawn hut here. Don't think Jerry Cole has restocked the slime shop yet, and, Super Tyler Man added a fancy door to his shop, which sells different potions or whatever. Now, obviously, we got my shop there. Then we got the shulker farm here, which, yep, it's still functional. I don't know, it's been like a month, I feel like, since I've installed this, and it's gotten a pretty big amount of shulker boxes. After I was able to, or after I took out a whole bunch of boxes to feed the shulker crafter in my industrial district there. Yeah, there's still a couple extra shulkers in case mishaps happen, and yeah, right next to us here at spawn, we have a new kind of development crop up here. This is someone, essentially it's my neighbor who just plays on my alt account whenever he comes over to my house, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, this is all pretty basic stuff. This is a completely empty cobblestone box on deep slate stilts, so yeah, that's interesting. And now I'm going to show you a part of the server that probably doesn't get much YouTube attention or whatever. So yeah, we're at Jared Cool's base, and if you've been watching this series for a while, which you have actually not, I know that for a fact, you would recognize this as Jared Cool's station, nether portal station from season 2, and that is right, but that is now his main station for this season, because I don't know why, but he decided to build it again. Don't exactly know why, but yeah, his city is actually starting to take shape. Here, ooh, we got some nice, neat roads here. He's got a tree farm inside this building, a blast chamber he hasn't built the building around yet. Nice avenue here with flattened land, wide roads, a sheep pens here, which is eventually going to be roadified. This road with train tracks running down the top of it, a mob farm, and of course his little starting house thing here. Yeah, probably the most developed base, I guess you would say. There's also an airplane in the sky there. Yeah, I guess you could say this is the most developed base on the server, considering, yeah. So, I'm currently here at the shulker box crafting system here, and I've replaced the chest crafter that was on top of it, because the one that I had in was kind of unreliable and would often get stuck. So I've designed a new one, which is hopefully better, maybe faster, maybe not, maybe it's a bit slower, I don't know, but it should be hopefully more reliable than the last one. Fingers crossed, anyhow. But besides that, this area has been changing a lot recently, or not recently, I don't know, it's been a month or two now, but it indeed has been a while since we made this map here, so I think it's time that we make a brand new map of the industrial district. Mapping has been done, and yeah, apparently I never locked the previous map, so we lost whatever was there, but I'm pretty sure all the previous map just showed was pretty much just the center area here. I don't think much else has changed in the respects to this area in the center here. Everything else was just around the edges, I guess. But yeah, this shows what where we're currently at here. We got all the way from flat. Oh yeah, I guess that map showed the transition from this to flat, but still, the fact that we never locked that map, that's so bad. Anyhow. So yeah, I've also included the episode number because I actually want to start tracking that stuff. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna say that that's gonna be the end of this episode here. It's becoming nighttime, I don't care. So, in the next episode, we will be making a start and hopefully doing most of the super fast rail transit network thing. But besides that, I'm going to have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Discord linked in the description. And I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 4. Bye!